Alrighty guys, we're back again. Finally got around to making a video. I apologize that it took this long, but we have made some changes once again to both the Axial SCX24s. As you can see, if you've seen my previous video, on this one, mine, I did end up putting the same shocks that I had on the rear, which by the way has a ridiculous amount of flex. And then on my son's, we did end up relocating the shocks, dropped it down I guess about 3/8 of an inch, and we did the 4-wheel steer kit on his, which was basically you just buy another front axle and mount it on the rear. With mine, I did end up taking the parts that came with it and extended the front end here. It's a little less top heavy, doesn't want to tip as bad. Another thing, if you can see right there, I found a guy on eBay that makes wheel spacers, and they're weighted wheel spacers. In my son's, to help with the weight issue, we did end up putting wrap solder around the wheels, and that probably added about 10 grams of weight per wheel, so it's a lot more stable now. It doesn't want to tip near as bad. I know it looks kind of crazy with the rear steer turned, but just some little things you can do. These spacers, let me see if I can get close. These spacers here, they come with barrel nuts, which you can see right here. They are pretty expensive. They're I think I gave $35 for them. So as an alternative to stay cheap, you can buy a roll of solder for $2 or $3 and wrap the inner wheel. When you take the tire off, wrap the inner wheel and add weight that way. Just some little things you can do. That was pretty much free because I already had the solder. And that's about all I've done to my sons. We did the 4-wheel steer kit, and like I said, you just buy another front axle. It comes with the servo. You plug it in and you use the 3-position, I want to say it's channel 2 or 3 on the remote itself. So that's a $15 upgrade, and you've got 4-wheel steer. Obviously this one was the trial and error little buggy. I went with the Charisma shocks on it, and that was pretty cumbersome. We had to, I don't know if you can see right here or not, we had to get some different screws, and man, they are tiny. They're M1.6 on the front. Same thing, I had mounting issues, clearance issues that were kind of aggravating to work through, but we did work through it, and it did work. And I mounted it back in the original shock mount. Otherwise it's entirely too tall. But just wanted to give you guys an update. If you have any questions, feel free to message me. I will try to go through the comments when I can, part numbers and whatnot, and I'll leave the item number was all I could find for these. I'll leave the item number and the description for these wheel spacers in the description section. But yeah, if you have any questions, just let me know, and I'll try to get back to y'all as fast as I can. Y'all have a good one.